Gwendolyn, Gwendolyn done got me into another documentary.
Did I? Yeah, I did. I was getting ready for this afternoon with you. I was like, I hope Ron knows he's on this afternoon.
I
Cause
am
look,
on. Yes, but Gwendolyn, tell us about this. I mean, this documentary is, you know,
Wait, it's a
there are
docu-series or a
so many
documentary?
crime documentaries on TV, on Netflix and Prime Time and cable, and you have. I mean, think about how many of them there are in cyber world. I mean, like on TV, and so you have to say, is it that these are normal people and we're not the normal people? Because there's so many crazy folks out there. There's so many people doing some diabolical stuff. Gwendolyn,
well, okay, so let me say this.
are
Let
we the
me let
strange
me
ones?
set it up because Ron likes to tell a story but not give like any background to the story. So this Friday, I figured, I know, right? So this Friday, I figured I was going to talk about four Netflix documentaries I believe people should watch because there's
Ooh,
been some really good stuff out there, right? I don't
yes.
believe that these people are normal because the behavior and the attitude, the idea, I'm just kind of like, you have options, and your option is to commit a crime because that makes sense to you. Okay. So
Mm.
out of the four that we talked about, Ron and I talked about Unknown Number, which is the high school catfish deal,
Oh my goodness.
which, it happened a few years ago. I'm thinking, what was I doing? Well, I was in the middle of taking care of my father, so my mind was not into what's going on in the news. But to see what happened, and I thought to myself, golly, some of these people, some of these parents, ill. We are surrounded by some seriously sick people in this world. I mean, some really ill people. But if you have not watched Unknown Number, and you're not sure what it's about, if you just put it in to any search fields, Google
Well, I
or what
got it
have
now.
you, you're going to get a lot, a
Oh,
lot of commentary because it's just so bizarre. You're like, how did this even happen? And so I was telling Ron, I was watching it, and then when you find out who was behind cyberbullying this young lady, actually a child, she was 14 years old
woo.
for a year and a half. I said, I went to cussing. I literally went to cussing all through my house. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Really?
I think I know the premise of that particular one. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to watch
I'm
it.
not. We won't tell you what happened and
We're not going to tell
who's the
you.
accuser.
Oh,
Yeah.
However,
I got one. I got one for you. Since we're doing this, there are two, but I don't remember the name of the other one. But the other one, the first one is for those of you that follow the Jussie Smollett thing. I think you should really go and watch The Truth About Jussie Smollett. It's on Netflix. It might
oh
actually change your
really?
mind. Yes, I walked away thinking like, damn, I think this guy really did get set up.
It just didn't make, like,
Really?
his doesn't make sense. I thought, why would he do that? And
Yeah, but
the
it's the
Chicago PD has their issues. It is on my list of something to watch. I got to be in the mood for some of these documentaries though. Some of these I'm like,
listen.
ugh.
It's good from start to finish, and at the very end, it like really leaves you questioning, like, wait, what the hell? Like, okay, he really might have gotten set up. A lot of things
Wow.
that they bring out don't make a lot of sense. So that's another good
Mm.
one. I'm gonna look for this other one that Ron and I watched. It's actually really good. It's about a woman. It was her and her family went on a cruise, and she never made it off the cruise, and
Yes,
she's been
yes.
spotted.
How
What was it
did
called
that
again?
happen? She was on the Royal Caribbean. It was like
Yeah,
1980
it was
something, something like that.
1980 something. Listen to me. I was on that same ship before. And I was
What?
like, I know that ship. She
Okay,
went on
so
there and she disappeared. But here's the thing though. Not to spoil it or whatever, but she had been spotted after that. So it was assumed that she fell off the ship and died, but she had been spotted in several Caribbean countries. And till this day, her parents do not know what happened to her, even though there are pictures of her
Mm.
yes.
out there,
Mm.
So
and we
okay,
believe.
so let me add two things to that, Chris, because
Hmm.
I think about how this young lady, was sharing a suite with her parents and her brother. So it's 4 people in this room. And you look at cruising now. Cruising has more cameras than the casino. You can't do anything now.
Well,
on a
no,
cruise
that is
ship
different.
and not
It
be
was
seen.
different.
Whereas before, they didn't have all those cameras. So you have to think, when things like this happen, they made massive changes. Because I mean, if you flick a booger, they're gonna see it. Like, there are
not
cameras
even
everywhere.
not even that. You can't get off ships nowadays without getting scanned out. Before you can just like walk on and off. Cruising is very different now than it was when this happened. Because like when we started watching, like, well, how the hell did she get off the ship and nobody know? But the other thing about it, they didn't scan you back then. Like before, when you get on a ship now, you have a picture ID. You can't wear a hat. You just take your glasses off, and there's high security. They know every passenger who is on and off the ship, when they got on, where they got off, everything about them. Now, back then, it was just like, okay,
you just. So may I add one more? May I add one that we will talk about tomorrow? And it's I want to talk about it in regards to the laws that are made around women, and it's the Gabby Petito story. Now, when it was happening, I didn't pay attention to it. Again, we had other stuff going on, so But looking at it now, and as I was telling Ron, the fact that young man permanently harmed this girl, and then called his mama. Okay,
the parents, man,
called his mother and father, started calling the lawyers. He drives her truck back to Florida. They go on a hiking trip. They go on a family trip, enjoy themselves. And I'm just like, how do you not think about the young lady that is out in this park and how he has harmed her permanently, and y'all go on a family trip? But then she writes the letter. She told him to burn the letter, which he did not do. She writes the letter pretty much saying if he had done something illegal, she'd bring the shovel, the garbage bag, and help take care of the body. I was like, what?
Wow. Yeah.
And then the fact that her parents are looking for her, and these bitch ass parents like, we have nothing to say. You can talk to our lawyer. I thought to myself, you know what?
Yeah. That was always suspicious to me.
I'm for vigilante justice. I would have been at her house. I mean, what kind of parent are you? All they want to do was find their baby. And they wouldn't even do that. I was like, you talk now. I was cussing. I was hot. I'm still hot. Yeah. How do you know that your son has committed a crime? He comes home and then y'all go on a family trip like ain't nothing happened. What?
The Gabby Petito story is wild.
Yeah, I have it in my queue to watch.
I will say this. I was asking my husband, and I thought about asking my family members who are retired police officers and sheriffs and stuff. You look at that video when it was clear that she was the victim. And I thought to myself, do these people ever feel some kind of way when they were at a place where they could have changed how the story turned out? I get that she was saying, I harmed him, I did this, but something in your gut should say, this don't make sense. None of this makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you say, look, I get what you're saying. I'm not truly buying what you're giving me, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like, had they intervened and did some other stuff, maybe she would still be here. Maybe you just, we don't know. But
not even that though. Like, I don't know if you're talking about the police when they were stopped at one time. The cops got a sense that something wasn't right. They should have followed their intuition and removed her from that situation.
Yes,
because But here's the thing: these are stories that happen over and over again. When we look back at the Jeffrey Dahmer story, if you never watched that Netflix series, there were so many opportunities for law enforcement to actually stop this. because he had been stopped several times. People had actually seen it, and then of course, if you would have listened to Nene Nash's character, the lady, he wouldn't have been a serial killer.
Yeah.
He would never become a serial killer because there were so many signs he had gotten stopped, and he had a body in the car, and the police officer was suspicious. And because he was a white guy, he was like, you know what? Go ahead.
Okay, so since you mentioned that, I did take some time yesterday to watch Dirty Pop about Lou Pearlman. And I thought to myself, how is it that this guy had a Ponzi scheme, was on the run, was able to fake another bank document, and Bank of America give him another $1 million? I thought, wasn't his picture in the papers, on the news? The FBI is looking for him. Like, y'all didn't see that? But I mean, you just give another $1 million. I was like, that's got to be some white folk shit. It's got to be.
Hello.
I mean, think about it. The fact that he ran this Ponzi scheme for 30 something years? Was it 30? I mean, he ran it for a while.
Oh, this is a series. It's 3 episodes.
No. Okay, so Lou Pearlman is the guy who created NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, like a host of other boy bands and whatnot. Lou Pearlman. If you haven't seen this, it's Dirty Pop.
No, I'm looking at
3 episodes. It's Dirty Pop.
It's 3 episodes, right?
Yes. Right. But when he was on the run, like he told this guy that he was going on vacation. This young man staying in his house, I'm going on vacation. He was already gone 6 weeks before the FBI got there and raided his place. He didn't pay his lawyer, so his lawyer was like, look, I will hunt him down until I get my money. Clearly, he ain't ever got that money, but still. But I just thought to myself, how is it that this guy has his face on the news? The FBI is looking for him. He can be in, I think he was in Indonesia. He can make up some more fake documents, and Bank of America's like, sure, take another $1 million. Like, in what world well, clearly in this world, but why would you do that? Like, how do y'all not know that he's already on the run? Like, and y'all still giving him money?
Was he using his real name, his government name?
He did use his real name. First of all, he had been forging stuff for a very long time. And side note, they had a video footage of his 50th birthday. I was like, wait, he's only 50? You know what? When you live a hard life, I was like, damn, bro, like, I could have sworn that man was like 60, 80 something. He was only 50. And then when he died in jail, he was like 53. I was like, God, dog.
Wow.
When you're not living right and you're living on the edge, wondering when your Ponzi scheme will fall down, I can see it aging you faster. So, that's another good one to watch. It's another good one to watch. But we're going to have fun tomorrow talking about this.
I'm tuning in for that.
Gwendolyn has a whole list.
I have a list. Because that Casey White chick, now that one I did follow. Love on the Run. I thought, how can this chick be she's a corrections officer and then goes on the run with the guy who is already in jail for, again, permanently harming his girlfriend and others. It was like a whole crime spree. And I thought, wait, what? And they didn't even get very far. People thought they'd be in Alaska. I think they got as far as like Kentucky or something. I was like, please, like, seriously? And then she ended up, taking the other way out because she's like, I'm not going to jail. Like, she's not going to jail. But I couldn't believe what she was doing. I said, Lord, have mercy. I get it can be hard in these streets. I get it. But it ain't this hard that I got to find me behind bars. I mean, it's not that hard. I'm just saying. But there are folks who love a little jailhouse rock, I guess. I don't know.
Well, some people love living on the edge and a little danger. Some women just love a bad boy. And when that bad boy turn on them,
they're doing the gardening. Someone thinks. So keep going, guys.
I will say that there was a guy I dated who ended up in jail. Okay. I will say that. And there was a time when he would send me like his jailhouse letters and stuff. And in the beginning, you're like, okay, how are we gonna make this work? I'm not understanding. But it quickly became clear to me that this is not going to work. It's not gonna work. But then I thought, how do I break up with the dude who's like locked up and not feel bad? Because women tend to feel bad.
You're never gonna see him. He can't come and pick you up from a date, so just don't call him back.
Chris, okay, so understand, younger person who got caught up in the ditch. But even when he got out, Gwendolyn was like, I'm gonna be the dutiful girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. That little raggedy bastard sent me an email to break up with me.
He did you a favor. He did you a favor.
And he did do me a favor. You're right. He did me a favor. I was like, okay, great. So I ain't got to worry about it. So I wasn't upset. I was not upset. I was like, oh, but I thought, really? An email? That's how we doing this? Okay, whatever. But then I wasn't upset. I was like, look, it is good. I'm free. But the chick he was cheating with got upset that I wasn't upset.
Yeah.
So then she comes to call. I was like, look, lady, you can have him. Trust. We're good. Yeah. I've been dumped a few times. I mean, what can I tell you?
Look, it's a good thing you did because you wouldn't have been able to meet your hubby.
Mr. Jack.
Yes.
You got the man. Mr. Jack is the man. I tell you, a high quality.
He's high quality.
Mm-hmm. A man of substance.
A man of good substance. Yes.
Yeah.
So that, we all go through our things, which if I could circle back to Gabby, young women are often given a message at a very young age of being the make your guy happy any way possible. I mean, just some of the text messages he was sending to her make her feel bad, right? And then you can easily get trapped into what's happening. And I'm sure the first time that he raised his hand to her and did whatever, she was like, okay, wait, I'm not understanding. And then there's the whole, oh my God, I'm so sorry, da da da. It's easy to get caught up in that. It is so easy. It happens in a blink of an eye. So I understand it. Like I said, I didn't, thought it was one thing, and the next thing you know, he's copping a plea. I was like, well, wait a minute, I thought you said that you didn't do this. And yes, I don't know how many other women have that story. There's probably quite a few women who have that story. I'm just going to put it out there for you. Yeah.
I will be watching tomorrow. I love that stuff. And now,
if you have a chance, so here are the 4. So we've got Unknown Number. Ooh, Chris, if you have not seen it, bruh. If y'all
Which one? Unknown Number?
Unknown Number. If y'all have not watched this, I'm saying this really quick. If I ever catch that chick on the street, look. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Then,
I have it.
There is The Worst Ex Ever. There's 4 episodes. There's 4 separate stories, but The Worst Ex Ever. There's that. There is Gabby Petito's story, and then Katrina Come Hell or High Water, which
I do have that in my queue.
Watch that. You have to get your mind right, because when you see the systematic racism at play every freaking day, when you look at New Orleans now, I go back to cussing again, because it just makes me angry. It makes me angry.
Here's one. It's an older one. We watched it during COVID, I believe. Tinder Swindler. Did you see that?
I think I saw that one. I think I did.
Yes. This man swindled these ladies out of all of their money.
Oh,
it was crazy.
Yes.
I remember it.
It was crazy.
Was it the black guy?
No, he was African. No, I think he was like Italian or something like that.
Yes.
Oh no, that's right. It was the Italian guy. But there was a black guy that did it too. They had a documentary. But
I didn't see
that's
that
the
one.
Italian. Yeah,
that was a good one.
I didn't see that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's like some European dude who claimed to have all this money and stuff.
Yes.
Picking up people in like these planes and whatnot. And I was just like,
oh, that was a good one. These shows. I mean, but think about it, there's so many of these people out there.
Well, here's the deal. I used to watch the ID channel, and I was Snap. I was a religious watcher of Snaps. I mean, women. Okay, so men typically aim to maim their partner. Women
Yes.
are looking to make a decision permanent.
Yes.
Like we're not
Yes.
gonna do this ever again
Like,
to anybody.
Well, Bob was she was a snippet.
Who's a snippet?
What was her name? Bobbit, when she took off
Oh,
her
Lorena
husband,
Bobbitt.
The snippet.
No, not
She was
only
a
did she
snip.
snip him, she threw it out the window.
She's like, she was like, you go find it.
Yeah, but you know though, he made a career out of that.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
He had no-
Yes, he became
But
a porn star.
But he able to put. Were they able to put a new one on?
They reattached it, and he became a porn star.
Really?
Yes,
Did not know that.
Yes.
he made a career out
He
of
made
it.
money off of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He made money off of it.
Jazzy
Yes,
said
and
Snapped was
Snapped
my show.
All Sunday. You could watch it all day Sunday. They had multiple seasons of women who were doing some stuff, who were doing some stuff, you know. I mean, women
Some
can
folks
get
are
kind of
crazy.
I got one more for you. Last one. We watched this last year. It's called Sweet Bobby, My Catfish Nightmare.
I haven't seen it. That's next
No,
on
what's
my
that
list.
about?
That one was really good.
It's next on my
This
list.
woman falls for this guy online, and she never, I believe, if I remember correctly, she never met him. It was, I think, if I remember correctly, it was all made up. That
When
was
was
another
this?
great one.
It didn't look like she ever met the guy.
When was this show out? Was this a newer show?
This came out. No, this came out in 2024. It's the
Okay.
jaw-dropping documentary about a years-long online relationship loaded with lies and manipulation. It's based on a chart-topping 2021 podcast series.
I saw that when I was at Nia's house. Oh, Nia is just like Gwendolyn. So I have two friends, my two closest women, my close women friends love these shows. And so when I'm at Nia's house, it's Nia, myself, and Bimbo and Winter. So you know the four of us, and I call it the Fantastic Four. And all of them, they love these documentaries, and I always fall into it. I mean,
You get
if you
swept
can-
into them.
if you turn it on, I'm in. It's just like I won't normally look at it. Like, you know, if I see it on the Netflix, I'm usually moving away, just like moving. However, if I'm with friends or my friends tell me about it, then I get sucked in. Like Gwendolyn sucked me in yesterday. She got me into
It's human behavior. Like I think about there was some young people in the Houston area a few years back who had committed a crime. They committed a crime, and so their friends needed to make bail. And their idea of getting money to make bail was to create another crime to get the money. And so I think to myself, like, think about these relationships that go sour. So instead of divorcing your partner and splitting and starting new, your option is, well, maybe if they just go missing, that'll be great. It's like, why would committing a crime be the solution versus just walking away?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
all you have to
like
do is
walk
say,
away.
like I'm
all
trying
you
to
have
to
like
say,
I don't
hearing
wanna
you
be
that you
married.
think, well, if I could just do this, then I could get the money and freedom. Yeah.
You're always gonna get caught.
You're
Always.
always gonna get caught. They always get caught. Because
They think they're
I don't get it.
Because
They think they're the needle in the
number
haystack.
rule- But the number one rule in policing is it's always the person that's closest to you. If you are
Yeah.
murdered by someone, it's usually the person that's closest to you. It's
It's
like
usually your
I
partner.
think the statistic is like 90% of the time.
Mhm.
I think it's a high number. That
Somebody
if
they
you
know.
are taken out of the world, it's usually somebody you know.
Yeah.
Committing a crime nowadays is something close to impossible. You got to be like a super ninja because there's cameras on every freaking
Everywhere.
corner. Your
Every corner.
cell phone
There's one right here.
has a way to
Right
track
there.
because of all the
Camera
towers.
right there.
Well,
It's
that.
like how exactly
here-
do you?
Here's the other thing. A lot of times people, when they're going to commit a crime, they're looking stuff up online. The first thing they're going
And
to do
that's
is
the
go
other
to your
part.
web searches and look
Yes.
at what you were looking for.
Yes, that's. I don't know what the number is, but the high probability number is very high. That's why the first thing they do is take your computer.
Yes.
The first
Or your cell
every
phone.
crime they take
Look
your
at your
computer
search
and your cell
history.
phone.
Look at your search
Your
history.
search
Phone.
history.
They go back to see where you've been. You know, I mean, like your IP address. There are so many things that tie back to something. You have to be cash only. You got to shave all your hair off your body. You have to remove your fingerprints. You got to do some serious work to walk through this world and not leave a print someplace.
You are on the grid.
Listen,
you are on the grid whether you want to be or not.
From the moment you walk out the door, there's a camera on you. Your cell phone is attached to. Yeah, I mean, you're attached to your phone. Your phone is paying a cell tower somewhere, or you're hooked to someone's Wi-Fi. Listen. There is a trail. There's a trail. You're gonna get caught.
There's a trail. Yeah.
But unfortunately, they think they can't be caught. That's the crazy part. They think they're above they think they're above it all. That's the insanity of it all. They think they're above it. Jesse says, if you have Hulu, you should watch Hurricane Katrina: Race Against Time, produced by Ryan Coogler. And let me tell you, both of these, the one on ESPN and the one on Netflix, like Gwendolyn said, you're gonna need a little drink to, like, if you're a Black person or a person that has goodwill, like a good being, you're a good being, you are going to be disturbed on a level that you have never been, because race and people that keep denying that racism is not alive and well in America, racism is on every single level of American life.
It's on steroids.
It's everywhere. And when you see some of these people, I'll give you one of the see. I won't tell you which one it is. And you see these hillbillies laughing that they were shooting Black people during Katrina. And people didn't know what they were killed by the hurricane or by the people. And they saw them coming across the bridge or coming into their neighborhood asking for help, they would shoot them. These hillbillies. And that was never documented.
Yeah.
And then also, like, we saw, like, what a white family couple is looting, but no, they're just getting supplies.
Yeah.
And
white
then
people looking for food,
and the Black family was looting.
Yes, it is looting.
Well, you know how that goes.
Even how we tell stories now, like, I don't know if you guys watch the news, but there was yesterday on the news this little white boy who walked barefoot to Chick-fil-A for breakfast. And you've got the news crew there, the cops are there, everybody's how cute is that? We all know, had that been some Black child walking barefoot to Chick-fil-A while his parents asleep, it would not be the same thing.
No,
it's
child
not
abuse, neglect.
The same way that there was the kid who stole their mother's car to go drive to Target to get the Starbucks.
Joyriding.
Everybody laughed about it. None of that is funny, first of all. But the way that it's treated, we know if it had been a child that was of Black or brown descent, it would not. They'd be CPS be there. They had SWAT. They would have bombed that house. They would be dragging those parents through the mud until the end of time. We know that.
Yep.
Like that's
they tell the stories to fit their narrative.
Yes, they
all the time.
Yeah.
But when you
my mother and I talked about
Katrina films, when you see the Katrina films, I recommend everyone seeing it because it is a eye opener of what happened behind the scenes. And I got to see both of these films when I was at Martha's Vineyard before they came out. And I tell you, I got to also photograph the panel discussion. I mean, the stuff that they talked about in the panel discussion, that's not even in the film. I mean, there's a certain kind of evil that is in these people that can be so horrible to other human beings. There's a level of, I don't even know if there's a possible to be able to name or describe the depths of their evil. It's just crazy. It makes, I use crazy a lot, but it's evil. It's evil.
You do use crazy a lot. You do. My mother and I talked about it. Like my mother has no desire to watch it. When this went down, when the buses came from New Orleans and came into Houston, my mother had a number of days where she volunteered to help the victims of Katrina there. And so she was sharing her thoughts on that. And how for her, it was just like, when you see people in need who need help, you just help. Like I remember her coming in and she was asking for whatever we had that we could donate. She's like, toiletries, this, that, whatever it was. We went through the house looking for anything and everything for her to go back and spend another like 12-hour shift volunteering to help people who were coming in. So she has no desire to watch it because she's looking at it from
she lived it,
hearing their stories. You know what I'm saying? And I was not prepared for the visuals I saw, but it's kind of like with James Baldwin when he says it's really hard to be here and not be in a state of rage every single moment. Like you just
Baldwin.
Choosing joy is a conscious decision. It is a way of staying sane.
It is. If you don't pick it, you will lose it. It's just that simple. That simple.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, Gwendolyn. So you're going to tell the folks what we're going to be doing later on?
We're going to be talking to Ron. Now, Ron has been on the show a few times. This is our traditional conversation that we do once a year. And so we're going to be talking to Ron today about evolution.
And I believe
in my head, some people have a hard time in closing a chapter. Hello, LeBron James, and moving the fuck on.
Okay.
So
where that come from?
Yes. Join us live. Was it 2:00 Central, 3:00 Eastern? Yes.
Well, the same thing with the Cuomo. Like here in New York City, Andrew Cuomo running for mayor. Like, just go away. Just go away.
Yeah,
you're a governor. Go away.
Chris is like,
I mean, these people
there's so much with that. No, because they feel it's their birthright. Anyway, do we have some announcements?
Derek says, "Ouch." Jazzy's laughing.
I should be a sports newscaster.
Gwendolyn could have many careers, and one of them though is she would be great as an opinion commentator on sports, life, movies.
What the heck are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, yes, we do have some announcements. So, Chris, you want to take yours first?
All right. Well, I'll just run it. Here's another one.
What you doing? You ain't doing nothing. Come and join us on the conference call where we sit here and give you shits and giggles about your favorite shows. We do the recap show right here on the conference call. So make sure you follow us on Instagram and YouTube and whatever else we may have coming up. My name is Ronald. This is Chris. That's TJ. You know you like it. Don't we look good? So don't you want to join us every week? Join the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so that way you don't miss our beautiful faces. Look forward to talking to you.
Bye.
That was so good. I've never seen Ron talk like that. Like do the camera.
Oh, well, no, what?
This is good.
This is Ronald, okay?
So it's going to also make sure if you are in the building, make sure you join our email list today. Go to ronlewisphotos.com and you'll have a new service updates, industry news, monthly trends, be in the know. I don't usually send out emails, but maybe twice a year, so I will not be in your mailbox all the time. It's just really there to help us to connect if these apps go down. And also, I am an event photographer, so share events. I like to share your event story. And if you have a corporation, a family, or some way to share your story and preserve your story, you can hire me, an event photographer. Also, I'd like to thank our wonderful Patreon members. You can become a Patreon member. Just simply go on to patreon.com and just go Ron Lewis Photos. Everything's Ron Lewis Photos. And you just click on that and you can choose. You want to donate $3 a month, $5 a month, $10, $25 a month to support what we do here. It costs money to be a creative. It costs money to be online. And we are thankful to our wonderful Patreon members. And last but not least, if you are in the building, you are invited to join this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you subscribe, and then that helps us get to 1,000 in the organic way. We're trying to get to 1,000 because there's great benefits for this community when we get to 1,000. So make sure you subscribe and pass it on and share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think that's it, y'all. So no more now. Those are all the announcements. This was a good conversation. I had a whole nother plan.
But you know how this always goes. It always goes like that.
Usual, we just go with the flow. We just go with the flow here because this community is in tune. We are in tune to one another. And again, DS, if you're still in the building, we would like to see you one more. All you have to do is scan that QR code. Okay? And anyone else, and if you're in this community, you've been here a while, you're always welcome. You're always welcome to the desk. Come on out and share and talk and share your wisdom. You can help others by sharing your wisdom. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're all squared away, y'all. That's it. I'll see you guys at 4 o'clock Eastern time, or 4 o'clock Central time.
Or is it 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock Eastern.
3
3
Eastern,
o'clock.
4 Central.
Wait, is this live today or is it
It's
pre-recorded?
live.
It
Oh,
is
okay.
it is 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry to
Lord
confuse
of
y'all.
mercy, Lord of
I will
mercy.
have to send you a reminder so he shows up on time.
Woo! Thank you, Chris.
Well, I still may be stuck in the yard.
Hey,
I was stuck in the yard.
at least it's not the prison. At least it's not the prison yard.
Then I have to worry about some other stuff. Anyway,
It's time to
y'all.
go.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.